Hi, let's spend a few minutes talking about Google and Google Drive and the apps that you have on your iPad. As you know, this year, Google Drive split up into different applications. That's so that they would look more like what Microsoft has done with Microsoft Word products and what Apple has done with Pages and Keynote. So Google Drive also has similar type application called Docs, Sheets, and Slides. Right now you do not have slides on your iPad because you have Keynote and right now it works better. Google Docs gives you an opportunity to share very easily with your classmates and with your teacher, and it's great for collaboration. Let's spend a little time in Google Docs. Typing on Google Docs gives you access to all of the Google Docs that you have in Google Drive and only your Google Docs. Here you cannot see if you've created a Google slide presentation or if you've created a spreadsheet. You only see Google Docs. The same thing if I went to my Google Spreadsheets, I would only see Sheets. Here is a good place to go if you just want to type something. To do that, to create a new Google Doc, you tap on the plus sign at the bottom of your screen. You give your new Google Doc a title. Usually it's an assignment title that your teacher has given you, but maybe you want to do some writing on your own, which is perfectly okay to use Google Docs to create journal entries, to write stories, and do other things. The cool thing is when you create a Google Doc, no matter what computer you're at, you can go into your Google account and access Google Drive and see all of your Google documents, no matter what computer, as long as it's connected, no matter what device, as long as it's connected to the internet. So if you are building a story and you don't have your school iPad and you're at your grandmother's house, you can still show her your story and add to it. Or if you're doing some other type of creation. It doesn't matter. I'm going to tap on Create. Now I'm ready to begin typing my assignment or story or whatever is required of me. At the top of your screen you can see where you can select something and make it bold, italics, underline, or even change the font, text color, and highlight. Hopefully you know how to do this already. At the top of your screen, you also have the ability to create bullets. There's only one option right now. If you hit on the very corner where the tiny three dots are, this gives you a couple more options they have find and replace. There's a lot more. If there's some things you want to do more specialized, then you need to get a laptop and open up your Google Doc and work on it there. But they do have find and replace, which means you can look for something in your document, or you can also replace an error. Like if you have a word in your document that's incorrectly spelled, or you want to replace it with something better, this will do that for you. So it would be really helpful if it was a really long document. The arrows at the top are undo and redo, which is pretty obvious. When you're finished with your document, you just hit on the little arrow and it takes you back out to the Google site. Okay? Let's talk about sharing. Let's say we have an assignment for our teacher, and when we are done with our assignment, we need to share it with her. There's a little person plus sign at the very top. You can send a copy as a PDF or Word document to your teacher, but usually they just want you to share it with them. So you type it at the top and you type in their email address. Sorry, that's not valid. There it is. And you can give her different access. Usually she's going to want that she can edit so that she can go in and give you really good feedback. And then we're going to tap share. So that means that this document now is shared with your teacher, and she can take it and make comments or assess it in any way. You can manage whom you've shared with, and you can take off permissions from different teachers. You can remove access to them by just tapping on remove access, and that takes that one away. So sometimes you might be collaborating with a friend, and maybe the friend is not treating the project with the respect it deserves, and you've gotten permission from your teacher, and that's how you would remove access. So that could be really important. You can also share as a link with people, and that's really nice because maybe you just want them to see your work. So let's tap on Can View, and let's say we want to grab that link. We want to copy that link. So we just click Copy Link to Clipboard, and then we can go to a email and simply, paste it in and send it to someone. You can also comment, so sometimes that might be important if you are collaborating with a friend. You can comment on their document, and then they can tap on comment and resolve or reply to it. Okay? Let's say that you have something in your docs and you don't want them anymore. You want it to put it in the trash. You want to delete it. So you're going to tap on those tiny 3 buttons on the corner and do remove. Remove. So let's do that. We're going to tap on the 3 corners. You can also rename here. That's nice to know. You can get details of when it was made, and you can also share here as well. You can share just like you do inside of a document. You can share outside of it. So let's remove this one. So the only thing that is in Google Docs are your Google Documents. There's no other type of docs here. So it's kind of nice to see them isolated. You can also show the view, change the view to where it's not a graphic image, but it's just lines. So if you tap on the corner here, I can go directly to my Google Drive if I'm ready. I can also star certain assignments. So let's say we are currently working on this assignment and we want to star it. So how do we do that? Let's go inside of it, and you look at the little corner here where it has all these different information, and there's a little star file. You can check here, and that means that my essay will be in my starred menu. And it might be easier sometimes if you're working on something to star it so you don't see all the other docs at that time. So whatever you're currently working on, you can star and keep in there. Okay, so that's a little bit about Google Docs. Next time we'll talk more about the other features of your Google Drive app. I forgot to tell you something pretty important. You can have your files stay on your device by using the little pin. That means that even if you lose Wi-Fi connection, you can still work on the Google Doc. It will rest on your iPad. If you do not use this pin, then you will not see your Google Doc when you are not connected to Wi-Fi in some way. So let's show how you can pin a Google Doc. If I go back out to my Google Docs and I click on the 3 little dots, remember that? And we tap on Keep on Device on this little Red Riding Hood essay, because I know I'm going to go visit my friend's house and he lives far out and he does not have Wi-Fi, but I'm still responsible for that assignment. It is okay because it is now resting on my device and I can see it. So that was just a little bonus tip, and I hope that you've learned a lot about Google Docs today.